Next category is the causal and non-causal signal. So a causal system is the system whose output at any time n depends only on the present and past input, but not on the future inputs. So present input is xn, past inputs are xn minus all these uh, previous terms, but it does not depend on the future input. That means xn plus 1, xn plus 2, and all those terms. So what we say, that a system yn is causal uh, is given by this notification, because its output depends only on the present and past inputs. Okay, past inputs only. So if the system is having that property, then we say that system is causal, otherwise it is non-causal. So now we look into the examples. Suppose this is yn, output at instant n depends on the time instant n, input and at instant n, and input at one instant previous to this present input, that is -1. Okay, so this is causal. What about yn xk? This is a causal system, because the output yn depends on the input at k, which is k is -infinity to n, all the past input, summation of all the past input to the present input, that is the output. So the system is causal. Okay, here also the system is causal. Again here the system is non-causal, because output at instant n depends on the present and past input. So sorry, this is not past, this is the future. That's why this is non-causal. What about this? In this case, output y at instant n depends on the x minus n. So what about this one? Y at 1 depends on x at -1, y at 2 depends on x at -2. So this is causal. Okay, what in this case? In this case, y at 1 depends on x at 1. What about y at 2? It depends on x at 4. So this is non-causal, because I am at instant 2 and I need input at instant 4. So this is the future input. So this is non-causal. Same here also. So these are non-causal systems, and all the first three are causal systems. So hope you understand the causal systems and non-causal system. Next is the stable and unstable system. So a system which is given a bounded input and give out the only bounded output, then the system is called Bibo stable. That means bounded input causes only bounded output in that particular system. So how do we say it mathematically? Suppose this is my xn. So when I take the mod of this xn, then we say that this mx is less than infinity. Okay, so I think the better way to represent is this one. If the summation of this xn over n is less than infinity, that means if xn is bounded, or then we get the bounded output summation. Even without summation, this relationship is sufficient. Okay, so if I give a bounded input, it should only generate the bounded output. So what about this system? Yn is y square n minus 1 plus xn. What about this? So consider the input sequence